everyone, here I am with another video, and in this video I am going to discuss about electric field due to a system of charges. Before I start with this topic, let me revisit what I have taught in the previous video. I had taught you about the concept of electric field and also what is the unit of electric field, and also electric field due to a point charge. And I hope you remember that electric point due to a point charge is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, r unit vector, where r unit vector points in the direction of electric field, and we can also say that E is proportional to 1 by r square, and this field is a radial field and is also spherically symmetric. So this is all we have learned in the previous video. So today I am going to discuss about the electric field due to a system of charges. So let us begin in this manner. So let us consider a coordinate system. Here suppose there is a charge q1, there is a charge q2. Okay, so now let us bring another test charge near this charge q1 and q2, and let us see the effect of electric field on this test charge due to this charge q1 and due to this charge q2. Okay, so let us see. So this charge will apply a force on this charge. Suppose these two are connected by this dotted line, and this will apply an electric field on this charge in a direction, in this direction, and this charge will apply an electric field on this in this direction. Okay, and let us suppose the position vector of this q1 is r vector, this one is r1 vector, and this one is r2 vector. Okay, so these are the position vectors. We all have learned about position vectors in class 11. These vectors connect the position of a particle to the origin, and it states the direction also of this charge. Okay, so if it is in this direction, and if it is in this direction, then electric field due to on this test charge, q0 is the test charge, due to charge q1 will be along this direction and this will be along this direction. So what will be the resultant electric field? So the resultant electric field will be given by the principle of superposition. By principle of superposition, the resultant electric field E is given by the sum of the vector sum of the electric fields produced by each charge individually at that point when all the other charges are assumed to be absent. That means when we take, let us consider this point P. If this is point P and if this is O, then the charge on at point P is Q0, and on this Q0 we will take the individual electric fields. That is, on this Q0 the individual electric field due to Q1 is E1. We assume that this charge is not present, and again when we calculate the electric field on this due to this one, we assume that this is not present. Okay, so the resultant electric field will be E1 plus E2 plus dot 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 plus En. So it will go up to En if there are n number of charges. So in this case we can write like if this is a vector, then the third vector or the resultant vector will be along this direction. By parallelogram law of vectors, you know that if this is a vector, this is a vector, then another vector, then the resultant vector will be in this direction. Okay, along the diagonal of a parallelogram. If these two are if these two represent adjacent sides, and the third vector or the resultant vector will be along the diagonal. So, or we can write in this manner: E vector equals to 1 by 4. If we sum up all the quantities, we can get summation I equals to 1 to n qi by r I p by r I p unit vector. Now, what is I equals to 1 to n? Summation means, summation is the addition of all the charges present, and it is written and since all the charges are discrete, okay, all the charges are separate, this can be distinguished from one another, we are representing it by a summation sign. And if we represented, suppose E1, if we represent E1 like 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and suppose in case of E1 it will be what, Q1 and RIP, that means R1p means towards p direction, and R1p unit vector. If we write like this and add, and in this way if we write again E2 will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, here it will be Q2 by R2p unit vector. In this way it will all be added up. Okay. And if we want to write in terms of position vector, then we can write it as E equals to, let me rub this portion. So in terms of position vectors, we can write one by 4 pi epsilon naught I equals to 1 to n qi r minus ri vector square, and unit vector we can take. So unit vector, so you know what is a unit vector? Unit vector means the vector divided by the mod of the vector. Okay, so unit vector means what? Unit vector means the vector divided by the mod of the vector. So how do we get this? So if it is written in the form of position vector, how do we get this? This unit vector, why, how it is written in this form? So we know that the normal formula of electric field is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, r unit vector. Okay, so r unit vector, we know that r unit vector is equals to what? R vector by mod of the vector. We have learned all these things in class 11. Okay, so r unit vector. So now if we try to understand that from where do we get this portion, so how we will understand? See, if we take this combination, if it is q, if it is q naught, and if it is r1, and if it is r, okay, and if it is r, suppose this is a vector, we don't know what is this vector. Okay, so we don't know what is this vector, and it is also directed along this direction from q to q, and this q naught's position vector is r from the origin. Then how to find this? So we know from the addition of vector that r1 vector plus equals to the third vector, which is this. That means equals to r minus r1 vector. Okay, so that means this direction is given by this vector. Okay, so now since we have taken this as so we want this direction here, this direction we want here. So this direction, that means, is given by this thing. Okay, this r unit vector gives us this direction. And how it is represented? Qi means, suppose the first charge, if we take Qi, and this is r minus ri, means r minus r1. R minus ri means, if we take the first charge, it will be this r minus r1, and that is square. You know, it is square, it is of the square form. Now unit vector means the vector divided by the mod of the vector. Now this vector is given by r minus ri, means here r minus r1, we write it like this, and mod means the magnitude. So again this vector's magnitude is this. So if you want to further break it, so for these two charges, how you will write? Suppose for two charges, we can write it in this manner. Here we have n equals I equals to 1 to n, so i's value is here only 1 and 2. So here we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 by r minus r1 vector r minus ri vector 1 plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q2 by r minus r2 r vector minus r2 vector divided mod of minus r2 vector mod. Okay, because here there are only two charges, that's why we are taking only plus 2 terms. Okay, so here we are taking only 2 terms. One is this term and another is this term. 2 terms we are taking. So if you take this portion, if this is r, this is r2, then this vector will be represented by r minus r2 vector. Okay, so this distance, we want this distance, so it is given by r minus r2 vector. So this was all for today. I hope you liked my video, and do like and subscribe if you want to get more notifications on these chapters. Thank you.